Good morning from Universal Orlando. Today we're here because I want to show you a couple of the construction updates for Halloween Horror Nights and what they have so far and some other things around the park. So come with me. As you can see, the Olympics emblem has been taken down. Next up is going to be Halloween Horror Nights, I assume. My kids just went back to school on Monday, so I am here by myself. My wife stayed home as well. I'm hoping with the Florida kids back in school that the parks won't be as busy, but we still have all of the travelers that are here on vacation. Usually at the end of August it's less busy, but September is really light on the crowds. But of course September, Halloween Horror Nights, those aren't light on the crowds. Those are pretty packed. But during the daytime it is pretty light. And we're in, I know I say this all the time, but I love the new scanning system here at Universal. Looks like they have the main area over here in the entrance already ready. Looks like a catwalk where somebody will be up there, I'm sure. Lots of speakers too. So excited. Today's the 14th, which means that we only have about 15 days left until the premium scare night for Halloween Horror Night. That event, again, I'm not sure if they still have tickets, but it's $350. All you can eat. It's gonna be lighter crowds. It's not gonna be your normal Halloween Horror Nights type of night. And then, so that means we would have 16 days left until opening night. I can't wait for that night. I'll be there that day, which is Friday, August 30th. Last year over in this area right here by the stage is where they had the line for the Exorcist House. That to me was the scariest house of last year. I've always been afraid of that movie too. And then this year, I'm assuming it's gonna be the Insidious house because they have the Insidious food booth right here. Let me show you. And I think the Insidious house is gonna be the scariest house of this year, at least for me. Wonder what kind of menu they'll have. You enter New York, passing Jimmy Fallon, when the first right that you can make, like towards going to the Mummy, is where you're gonna hit your first scare zone. Now we know it's called Ye Old Torture Fair. They got the back over here, see what they got going on. It's like where the actors are gonna enter. It's amazing how fast they get this set up. Looks like they'll have some sort of maybe royalties, maybe king and queen. Somebody looks like they're gonna be trapped in there. It looks like we have somebody dangling over here. It's called Torture Fair for a reason. And I imagine as you pay attention here, there'll be some scare actors scaring you in the crowd. And just so you can get an idea of how big this scare zone is, there's the stage all the way back there. And then as you pass the Mummy, walking down New York, see there's a little stand here called Torture Goods. No, it's usually not, this is usually not a food booth. This is usually just like a booth where they'll have a scare actor doing something. It'll probably be really gory. They usually eventually will put something down this path over here. Last year, it was the food booth for Last of Us. I don't see anything there yet, but we'll see. Over here at Fast and the Furious Supercharger is usually the entrance for another scare house, which I'm guessing it is gonna be Major Sweet's Candy Factory scare house. Based on that over there, you can see those pillars back there. Looks like the outside of a candy factory, and it does have the colors just like the advertisement. We are now entering the San Francisco area for our next scare zone, which I'm very excited for. This might be my favorite one for this year, but we're gonna see. The Blumhouse scare zone. A couple of years ago, I did enjoy the house, the Blumhouse scare house with the Black Phone and Freaky. So I imagine this scare zone is going to be very entertaining. So also going to feature Megan again. Last year they had a couple of actors play the role of Megan, and they did like a dance, and it was sort of like a flash mob, so you didn't know when they were going to come out, but it was pretty cool. Not sure what this is supposed to be. No, I think I had this in my last update video. Looks like a photo op area. Looks like they just added some speakers since last I saw it. Maybe it's gonna be karaoke. Nah, I doubt it. What's your favorite Halloween song? It's very rare that I come to Universal Orlando, pass by Diagon Alley without entering. But today I'm going to because I kind of want to get some other footage and stuff like that. And I really have no reason to go in there. So after I came home today, I was editing this video. And I saw on social media that Diagon Alley is actually already setting up for the Death Eaters that come out during Halloween Horror Nights. So I definitely regret not going into Diagon Alley today. I'm sorry about that. I'll try to get footage of that as soon as I can, though. If anything, I should have went into Diagon Alley for one important thing, which I'm about to mention. Except for maybe a butterbeer. However, I do want to remind everybody that during Halloween Horror Nights, the Diagon Alley is open. And there's usually a really short wait for one of the most popular rides here, which is Escape from Gringotts. So that's something to take advantage of. Also, last year, they started having the Death Eaters come out during Halloween Horror Nights over at Diagon Alley. That was pretty fun. I'm pretty sure that they confirmed that that was gonna happen again, but I'll do a little bit of research and check. Well, this tent is new. I imagine it's gonna be some sort of food and beverage area. Or maybe it's just a setup for pass holder night. It looks like it's a soft setup, so it looks like it's easy to take down. So maybe it's just for pass holder night, which is actually this Saturday. Sorry to interrupt again, but it's actually this Friday and Saturday. You did have to make a reservation a few weeks ago. I made it, and I made it for Saturday. Pass holder night? Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it because this Friday I'll be at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. Gonna get some footage for y'all there. And then I'm staying at a hotel and then having to come home on Saturday. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna come all the way back out for pass holder night here at Universal Orlando, but I really do want to because I've never been. Our next food booth, it's located near the bridge for Simpsons Land. That's sort of a medieval theme. There's no name for it yet though. We'll see. I'm gonna head back towards Diagon Alley to go around this restroom area so I don't miss anything. At this point, you have multiple paths that you can take, but I don't want to miss it. I'm going to take the far outside path. It leads us over to the Fear Factor stage where they will have another version of Nightmare Fuel this year. And this one is called Nocturnal Circus. Pretty exciting. They already have some switchbacks because they don't want people to go in there and see what they're doing. Looks like there's some decorations already up. I would imagine that they're rehearsing, getting ready. That show happens a couple of times at night. I recommend that if you do want to watch it, which you should, it's a fantastic show. But be ready to be in line at least half an hour before the show starts. They do max out capacity. Almost every show does too. So unless you go to one of the really late ones, but by that time you might be a little bit tired. So half an hour before the show starts, make plans to be here at least half an hour. There's another one of these white tents. Wonder what it is. After the MIB section over here, checking to see if they have anything set up for the entrances of any of the houses. They don't yet, but that should be coming soon. Usually these are the entrance of 2 houses. If I had to guess, this year it's gonna be the entrance to the Goblin House and the Ghostbusters House. No, I'm sorry, not the Ghostbusters House. I think it's gonna be Quiet Place. I'm not looking at any map or anything like that. It's just, I was looking at all the houses for this year. I don't really study all those, the maps that people put out there that kind of tell you where everything's gonna be. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that. I just like to wait for it to be official so I don't waste my time in my planning. But before my day of going, which I recommend for everybody to do this, I do map out all the houses, you know, once they have it like officially announced and all that stuff. That way I have a plan of what I'm gonna do. I never go to the park without a plan.
I am very serious about this.
Especially if it's gonna be the first time seeing something. So with that being said, as soon as they officially announce where all the houses are gonna be and they start putting facades and little entrance boards at the entrances, I'll make a video just to update you guys. Always remember to hydrate. So I just bought a water, it cost $6. I made the mistake of not bringing a cup or water bottle or something. I didn't bring a bag today because my family wasn't coming. So I was totally unprepared. Always bring a refillable cup. Water is free at any of the freestyle machines. So yeah, there's no reason why you should be spending money on water. Unless you have no other choice and you need to hydrate, which you do need to hydrate. It's hot out here. Entering our next scare zone, Swamp of the Undead. At least I think that's what this is. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. Now they have a gator in there. I think they added more details to all this. It's pretty nice. Oh, they added way more detail to these houses up top. This scare zone, they like to get your attention up high so that they can scare you down low. Big old fan boat. I did not get a chance to eat breakfast today, so I am hungry. Let's stop for a Central Park crepe. They usually have sweet ones and savory ones. Their savory offering is the croque monsieur.
I did not realize that you were so cultured.
And they have sweet, the lemon blueberry, and the strawberry hazelnut, which is a fan favorite, I think. But $12.99, not too bad. I'm gonna try it out. These look absolutely delicious. It's basically like a ham and cheese. It's ham and Gruyere cheese. And they put a horseradish sauce on it. They serve it to you on a plate. So I got a fork and knife to try it out. I will come back and let you know how it is. Unfortunately, I didn't pack my stand here, so I can't show you the taste test, but I'll come back and tell you how it is. Here we have our next food stand, which is right across from Central Park Crepes, El Mercado de los Monstruos, which means the Monsters Market. This year we are gonna have a Monstros of Latin America house. This is obviously the theme. Seeing how they have so much pork hanging over here, I imagine that there's gonna be some sort of carnitas tacos. That looks like a big pork chop. In Puerto Rico, we have a famous dish where we have the pork chop connected to the, I guess, the pork belly portion of it, and it's called a chuleta can-can. Because it looks like a pork chop that has a can-can skirt. Pretty good. I doubt that's what they're gonna serve here, but probably carnitas tacos for sure. So I got up and started moving before I can give you my review for the crepe, the croque monsieur crepe. And it was good, it was delicious, don't get me wrong. But it was nothing to write home about. It was just like a regular ham and cheese. But it was warm, it was fresh. The crepe portion of it was really good. The horseradish sauce was nice and tangy, and it was really good. It just was kind of plain. Now over here down Hollywood Boulevard is usually the home of a really big scare zone. Well, right now, every evening at 6 p.m., this is where the parade passes through. So they can't put too many things in the way. I know the parade is gonna go through to November, I believe. It's either mid-October or November. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do about when it comes closer to Halloween Horror Nights. With all the props and things, there must be things that are easy to move. Tribute Store Plaza. Soon will turn into the Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store. Can't wait to see that. A lot of characters out today. See Scooby and the gang over there. Hello Kitty is out. Marilyn is over there taking pictures with folks. And the Simpsons. So we have made it all the way around Universal Orlando. Looks like that was it as far as construction updates for Halloween Horror Nights. Again, it starts in about 2 weeks. I'm excited, I hope you are too. If you would like some ticket information and your different options, make sure to check out the video that I made a few weeks ago on that. Post it right here or right here. As we get closer to the event, I will continue to post updates, so make sure to subscribe to see that. For more fun theme park videos, click on the other side. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Until next time, keep maximizing your fun.